Hello guys, this is Gregor Backlaw. I am back with another video. So I was actually looking at the view ratings of my first video called an axe video. That's actually not right. It was a repair tool video. I didn't actually record the whole process, but this is going to be a part 2 on that video. And the head right here, was one of the heads I repaired. When I repaired it, it was nice and shiny, but it still is shiny, but you can still see some dark spots on it. Even in the lettering, you can see some rust appearing. Looks like I'm going to have to re-shine these up. But yeah. So then earlier this year, I put on this handle. I do believe it is a 1.5 foot, I do believe, handle. 1.5 foot handle. I leather wrapped it. And this little handle on it. And I actually built it off of Thor's original hammer, Mjolnir. That people call Mjolnir, 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 all those other names. So yeah, and I based it off of his original design. That was a forge hammer. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, it was very much close to a design of a forge hammer, with a large center and then two small outsides. Very cool. I also leather wrapped the handle, and how I made it have ribs is I stapled it right there, pulled it tight, and went round, 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 stapled it again right there, and then I put water on it. I put 2 layers of water on it. That way it would retract and kind of glue itself to the handle. Also, this was a lot more of a brighter brown, more of a blonde brown. But I also tried to put a dark brown stain on it. Also, if my voice sounds weird, it's also that voice slur the microphone gives me, and I am a bit stuffy. So yeah. So back to the handle. Matter of fact, up here, if you can get that on camera, it's a little bit brighter right around here where I couldn't get too close. Also, in my update video, I showed it had wrapping. Well, that wrapping did not hold very well. It was leather wrapping, very, very thinly cut. Yeah, very thinly cut. And it will just break with a simple slight tug. At some points it is tighter, but it does get thinner. And I tried to get that. I even wrapped it up here and made it look all nice and pretty. But then where I hung it, it broke the leather wrapping. Also, interesting thing. So I didn't want this handle to decay in here. So I actually took a candle and melted wax right in here, around here, even into the wood to waterproof the top part of this. And I melted the wax into here, and then I took a little butane torch and warmed it up after it dried. Warmed it up so it would soak into the wood, so it will not leak here. I also did the same up here before I did the leather wrapping. So yeah, so this is just one of the tools. I can't actually show you all the other tools from the very first video. Also, please go watch that very first video. Currently I'm at, I do believe it is 24 views. And I started just last year recording videos. Took about a year break. Don't know why. But yeah. Also, the second video I did, the update video, I actually recorded that and posted that a week ago. But YouTube decided to not allow it to fully update, so I had to re-update it, and it said it updated yesterday. uploaded yesterday. Also, it looks like I may have put a tack nail right here for some odd reason. But yeah, so that is the. It's also an 8-pound head, made in the U.S. of A. See, it says right there, 8 pound, and this has its own little hanger. Over here, I made it. Then on to the second one. By far, I would say my first favorite tool I restored. I'm not quite sure if I showed this in the video, but it is a double bit axe. I do believe it has an 18-inch handle from here to here. Just one second. Okay, not a 18-inch handle. Actually, shorter than an 18-inch handle. I would say it's actually more of a 14 from here clear down to here. And from the research I've done, this is more of an old style kind of a head. I would have really liked it if it was just a flat head up here instead of having that curve. Kind of curve like that, not very vigorously. Not as much as a curve that's down here. But yeah, I'm not sure if I actually showed this in my restored video. But there's a hole in the floor. I slipped down there for a second. This handle is actually a pickaxe handle. The pickaxe handle, I would say, was about 36 inches. And about that much of it I was able to save. That much farther of it I was able to save. Here, let's see, Bob. From there to about there, I was able to save. But I was using this to clear trees. I was able to chop down about 10 trees quite vigorously. And it just sliced into them perfectly. But I whacked here. And this wood, as you can tell, kind of just disintegrates. My younger brother's been using the split wood. And it looks like he hit right here a couple times, but down closer towards here was less damaged on it. And I would say this is about a 2 to 3 pound head. Not as heavy as my 3.5 pound double bit axe I will show you in a review video I've done. So yeah. Also, you can tell from here if I did show this in the video, it was a lot more shinier. But this is more of a black metal tint to me. And there's little, if I can get this good in the light. Oop. Right there. There we go. If you see those little spots, one right there, one right there. Those are all where the rust ate out. Over here, I'm not sure about. This one actually looks a lot better. But the head kept on trying to fly off on it, and you can tell where I used my hammer a bit too much vigorously to bang. I've actually folded metal around here that I need to get my. I hate having to throw those. Oh, there we go, right there, right there. Get my nice big file and file it down. But yeah, so this was given to me by my grandpa, and he said he found it in under a bunch of snow at Springtown a couple years back, and he just said he never had time to fix it all up. Also, you can tell it's falling apart in there. I have a nice large metal wedge right there, nails all around in there. You should see my other one. I had a couple bolts like this going down here and here to hold it in. It worked for a while till right here it split. But yeah, then I whacked it down about that much. I'm getting so far off track about showing you guys this stuff. Sorry if I'm really boring. Sorry. Also, please leave a like, and if you want to, subscribe, and please, no nasty comments. And if you are going to give any nasty comments, please keep them to yourself, or at least keep the nastiness down to a minimum. Just realize I'm at 10 minutes and 20 seconds, and I'm only a couple tools in. Okay, so to finish off this, I will be doing, well, I'll see if I can do a video this coming spring on me getting a whole new handle for this and putting it in and switching out this old handle right here for a new one. And the next year, hopefully I'll be able to grind off all this rust right here. And if I do a video, I will upload it to YouTube. Okay. And then here is this one. This one is by far the most rusty. Holy crap. Just now looked at this other side right here. You can actually see the rust all right here. Actually leaves... Oh, you can't see it's not a flaky stage. Yeah, so all this is completely rusted. I need to actually get that off. And actually, here, let me see. See those dark spots? Those are the rusty spots that I need to get off. Yeah, and the darker the spots are, the more that they're eating away. Also, funny thing about this handle, this is larger than the other handle I showed you. And this is a mall handle with a nice rubber fitted handle, a rubber molded fit over fiberglass. I also have a big bolt going in there. And funny thing is, if you look in there, you don't see much holding it in there. But I can whack this clear down to about here into wood and really bend it and torque it around, and it will not move. So yeah, and it is sharp. It's more of a splitting head, honestly. But wow, that actually looks pretty thin on camera. Yeah, looks more thin this way. Also, the beard. Wow, this actually looks quite nice on camera. That had a really nice beard. Yeah, I would love it if I could actually find an axe with a flat head. Well, a little bit of a curve coming out, but more of a beard. I do really like axes with more of a beard. But yeah, I also do need to get a good new head, not new head, a new handle for this one, because this is falling apart. The sun and the water was actually left out in the rain after I repaired it. Brothers and sisters, not being fully conscious about tools, but we're not here about to discuss family. We're here to discuss cool tools I've repaired and gonna need to do more repairing. Yeah, I would say this is actually, to me, 2 to 3 pounds. I would say this is a 3-pounder. Might just be my how heavy the handle is. Handle's actually shockingly heavy. Here, let's see. There compared to. Here, let me see. So the head is actually, along with the weight of the handle, I would say the handle's about a 2-pound handle. With this is either a 2 or a 3-pound head. So yeah, so that actually brings up the weight a little bit. Also, the metal was eaten away in a groove right here. So there's a dip here, a dip right here. So yeah, caution to people who have metal tools. Keep metal tools indoors, out of rain. Also, oil them. Even just bare metal. If you oil it with like WD-40, PB Blaster. I'm not sure about engine oil. I've never tried engine oil before. Or vegetable oil or coconut oil. Personally, I would say just like PB Blaster. WD-40. I would say WD-40 would be a good thing to put over a coat. Oh, also, this next tool I'm doing, I'm going to show you if I can get a good flexion. So this tool and this tool were both repaired and put handles on at the same time. I put WD-40 on this, and it actually kept the shine very nicely. But there's tiny spots of just surface rust I need to get rid of, compared to this where I actually did no covering to it, and it got really rusty. Right. Before I take up any more of you guys' time, I'll move on to the next one. Oh, also, something I need to update you guys on. This. Now, this, since I designed it after a Nordic hammer, I have decided to call it, okay, Stonebjorn. Now, I looked in runes, the alphabetical Nordic runes, and here, let me see. Not sure if you can catch it on camera, but I wrote an inscription on here. Right here. Not sure if you can get it. It was in pencil because I don't have any burning stuff quite yet. So burning leather. That's disgusting. Might use a pen. But Stonebjorn. Yeah, this hammer is called Stonebjorn. Very nicely. Very nice. It's not very nicely. It's very nice. And then this, due to its large size, I have decided to call Bone Crusher. That is actually the name of a not a Nordic hammer, an Asgardian hammer. Gigantic. It was like a 50-pound head. Really cool. But also, this. I have a metal wedge in here and 2 nails. No, 3 nails. 3 very large nails in here. Because the wedge I used was too small. And it also flew off the handle. So yeah, that's why I added more stuff. This one says, warning, wary of weight. Well, this is an 8-pound head. It's also heat-treated metal. Now, my grandpa has a hammer just like the one I just showed you guys, Stonebjorn. And all along here, he used it to pound on stuff he probably shouldn't have, like posts and stuff, but I used this one for the same thing. It actually took out chunks of metal all around on both sides. And those two, the head I just showed you and the head my grandpa has, are non-heat treated. So they're more brittle, from what I've heard of blacksmithing videos. This one right here, it says heat treated, drop forged steel. It's also 8 pounds. And a nice handle. I'm going to want to leather wrap this one too, because honestly, it's a bit too small of a handle. But yeah, and as you can tell, very minimal damage. Nice and shiny still. Okay, well, I think that might be all for now, guys. Okay. Also, I made a hanger for this one too. So, I think that's going to be all for now. Signing off. I'm Gregor Bearclaw. Please subscribe, leave a comment. I know all the other YouTubers you guys watch say the same thing, but obviously it's working for them because they have millions of subscribers. Well, thousands of subscribers, and millions of likes. So please leave a comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys thought of these 3 videos. I will be uploading more and more videos. I'll be doing some review videos coming up here. So, also, turn the bell on. Every subscriber does that. I don't know why they say that. Probably so you can watch their newest videos. I do that all the time. Then I just get like 50,000 notifications of all the stuff. Alright, so, I'm Gregor Bearclaw. See you guys in the next video. Bye.